Halo Lud, apa kabar? Sehat tak? Berlanjut ya.
They say there's a
Akuan dulu.
dragon living.
Oh, itu perangnya makin efisien dan
There is
makin
something
solid.
we
gitu.
must tell you. We have heard that Lord Liu Biao fell ill a few days ago. His condition appears to be quite serious.
Iya,
I mean, he is getting pretty old. They say he doesn't have a lot of time.
the situation seems familiar.
Yes, one can't help but think back to what happened with Tao Chin.
Back then, he refused the offer of governorship, which eventually led to Louis Bu taking over Shu province. But now that Lord Chugu Lian is our strategist, I wonder if brother's answer will be different this time around.
Iya, saiki duwe konsil apa? Wong sing konsultasikno karena duwe strategis. Jadi segala keputusan ini mesti didiskusikan sih ambek juga liang saiki.
So, you wish for me to take over as Jing's leader?
Tertebak.
Cao Cao currently controls the entirety of Hebei and will continue to focus on invading Jing. Should he succeed, no one in the land will have the strength to oppose him. Now that Lord Liu Biao has fallen ill, you may be the only one who can defend the province from Cao Cao, my lord. But, given the circumstances, perhaps I should be more blunt. Taking Jing is a way for us to put a stop to Cao Cao's advance. But at the same time, it will be a first step toward a greater goal. Once Jing is under our control, let us go on and obtain Yi. It is a region of complex terrain and fertile soil, making it particularly important. Liu Zhang, who currently rules Yi, is known to be generous, but he lacks the boldness and decisiveness needed to protect his subjects. My lord, if you were to decide to rule both Yi and Jing, the common folk would accept it with open arms. By taking both provinces and allying ourselves with Sun Quan, who controls Jiangdong, our faction's strength will be on par with Cao Cao's.
Oh iya, barusan disebut nih.
I won't deny that I hope to
Sun
one day control the entire realm. That will require me to
Kerajaan
stand
Wu
up
maksudku,
against Lord Cao
kerajaan warna
Cao.
merah.
And I recognize the logic in your plan, which will see Lord Cao Cao, Lord Sun Quan, and myself sharing power, splitting the realm into three. But I cannot and will not steal Jing away from the rightful successor of Lord Liu Biao, not when he has treated us so well. Instead, we ought to support him while he is ill. I would be willing to take over the administration of the province, but taking Jing for myself would not be my way. That is but a betrayal of trust, and it is not something I wish to do.
Of course. Then I will not force this upon you.
You aren't going to attempt to convince me?
I was sure you were going to say as much from the beginning. However, this will limit our options. It may make our path much more arduous.
I do not care. There cannot be anything more difficult than betraying my own principles.
I understand.
Okay. Not much later, Liu Bao passed away. His son Liu Chong went on to succeed him, leaving Liu Bei with the task of guiding the young leader. Meanwhile, Cao Cao was personally leading his great army towards Jing province. Diserang.
You know, this might be weird for me to say, but I'm actually glad that Liu Song took over for Liu Biao.
Why are you glad?
Well, Xiu Liang tried to talk brother into succeeding Liu Biao, but he said no. It just goes to show that he's still the same man as ever. One who sticks to his principles. We might have talked about this before, but you know how our responsibilities have changed a lot, right? But brother, his heart hasn't changed since the very beginning. His decision made that obvious. That's the kind of man I want to support. He has charisma, something I suppose every leader needs to have. And so, he needs to be careful to maintain it. Anyway, even though we may not have a big plan in mind like brother or Zhuge Liang, let's keep moving forward through sheer grit and effort.
I will do what I can.
Humble as ever, huh?
Keep humble.
But I know you're the kind of guy who gets stuff done. Right then, let's go give that bastard Cao Cao something to sweat about.
Easy to lose your way in the mountains of Xinye, so never go out at night without a light.
Oke, langsung nak Xiao Yun. Apa mana ya,
I hear Lord Liu Bei refused Lord Liu Biao's offer of ruling Jing province. I still cannot say what the best option would have been. Would it not have been better if Lord Liu Bei had ruled Jing, if only temporarily, to gather everyone to fight against Cao Cao? With a massive army advancing toward us, would that not have been the best option? I cannot see Lord Liu Song being up for a fight.
I don't think so. You might be right. You might be right.
I had a feeling you may be thinking the same thing. Still, I am also somewhat glad that things have gone this way. Lord Liu Bei is a man who brings honor to these lands. That is why so many are willing to follow him. For me, it was witnessing how he risks his life to see justice done that won my loyalty. If he had changed his ways and taken Jing from Lord Liu Song, perhaps his followers would have deserted him. Such a choice could have ruined all that he's built up over the years. But whatever the case, it is our duty as his retainers to keep him safe. No matter how formidable our adversary, we'll show no fear.
Iyalah. Apa?
Shishu, why are you here?
Lord Liu Bei,
Merasa bersalah mungkin Sushi.
you have come to call for our surrender, have you not? As a messenger of Cao Cao?
I see you have not changed, Zhuge Liang. You see through it all, even without a word. Lord Liu Cong has already surrendered to Cao Cao's forces. He supposedly promised that he would hand you over.
No.
Alah.
No matter how great of a
Suram.
strategy Zhuge Liang puts into motion, the moment Lord Liu Cong switches alliance, you lost. And while this may be unexpected coming from your enemy's messenger, Lord Liu Bei, I beg of you, you must escape.
Enggak lah,
You
lawan.
will have more opportunities as long as you stay alive.
Shishu is correct, my lord. Although, that is not to say it is impossible to defend Xinye while fending off Cao Cao's army.
You're saying there's a way?
Indeed. We can use the people of Xinye as decoys to lure the enemy forces into the castle. There, we crush them.
That will not do. By employing such tactics, we would be robbing the people of Xinye of the ability to decide their own fates.
Which is why I said that Shishu is correct. Quickly abandoning the castle and running is probably our best option.
Right. Okay. Let's do that. I appreciate your warning, Shishu. We can now hope to live to fight another day.
You are too kind. Though I may not be able to leave Cao Cao's service, I wish to be with you in spirit. And that is why I will not provide strategies to him. Not now or ever. I might not be able to advise you directly, but there must be other ways in which I can help.
No. Any subterfuge of that kind would only be a detriment. Instead, would you be willing to help us plan our next move?
You want me to help you plan?
Abandoning the castle is one thing, but getting away safely is another, and requires us to prepare some sort of strategy. And with your
Syukur yang
wisdom,
konsul ya anak Sushi.
I am certain that we can make that strategy
Diskusi.
even better. There is no need to worry. If you make but a small contribution, Cao Cao will not notice.
Iya ya, Cao
You
Cao
really
nggak
haven't
curiga belas.
changed, have you? Fine. A small contribution it shall be. I trust you shall utilize it to aid Lord Liu Bei's cause.
Iya kan ini Susu ngewangi awake dhewe tapi nggak dicurigai wek Cao Cao kan aneh. Mungkin karena selalu sembunyi-sembunyi.
I'm all prepared and ready to go. I think I'm getting used to abandoning castles and running away.
I am sorry. My stubbornness just keeps causing more trouble.
You need not worry, brother. All we need to do is survive. Just like we've always done.
I hope we can get away.
Hey, no use starting to worry now. Stay strong.
I suppose I can't afford to waver now. Especially with my brothers cheering me up. All right,
Jubiliyangin ang di.
let's go. We are all going to survive this.
Misi Melayu mana ya dibayar ya?
My lord! My lord! I'm grateful to see you. Some of the peasants here escaped from Cao Cao's invading forces. Others barred from their castle since Governor Liu Song's surrender. They've endured much difficulty. They've nowhere else to turn. We humbly ask for your guidance.
Bisa ay ba? Timbangan na ng kini.
Bringing them along would inevitably slow our march's pace. Just advise them to avoid any rash acts. Cao Cao's forces are unlikely to raise a hand to peasants who have shown no resistance.
Zhuge Liang. The Longzong plan required the acquisition of Jing province.
Huh. My lord?
And now, I have taken Jing province. It would be truly strange to suggest relinquishing it now.
My
Berarti
apologies.
defense ano? Kaya apa?
Indeed, a kingdom is more than land. It is those who call it home who are truly vital.
Tak sudah melarikan diri berarti mungkin ya.
And you have
Mempertahankan
indeed
Jing.
taken Jing province. So, let us combine our abilities to overcome hardship and discover the way forward. To your kingdom, Lord Liu Bei.
Di Pulau Liu Chongnya langsung menyerah mana? Lemah.
Forgive me, everyone.
Tak sudah Melayu.
I wish for them to accompany us. That is my desire.
Oh, berarti tetap Melayu. Tetap Melayu cuman ambil wong peasant. You by your history and kindness was repaid as soldiers and peasants alike joined his fleeing flock. Their flight to the south was a slow one, and soon they found themselves able to hear the stomping feet of Cao Cao forces catching up to them. Okay.
Our advance is far too slow. We need to put some distance between us and Cao Cao's forces, but at this rate, they'll catch up to us.
Mang Yuyingnya kau no.
The
Moro-moro
cause is fairly obvious.
I cannot just leave those who came to me seeking help.
Yes, I understand that. And it is my job to do something about our current predicament.
Well said.
I will now head to Jiangxia. The governor there, Lord Liu Qi, owes me a favor. We may be able to ask him for protection.
A favor, eh? Just what kind of scheme did you pull?
Oh, it was nothing really. Lord Guan Yu, I would like you to accompany me to Jiangxia. We will borrow his troops, then return to escort Lord Liu Bei.
Very well. Zhao Fei, Zhao Yun, take care of Liu Bei until I return.
Of course.
With my life.
Thank you. All of you. My life is in your hands.
Sapa maneh Bailuan? Oh iya.
There you are, Zuluan. I see you are still with Liu Bei, assisting him in his struggle to stop Cao Cao. That is good. But what is going on? What is Liu Bei trying to do by taking this many commoners with him as he flees?
Trying to lead them to Jiangxia, trying to follow his ideals. Sangat iki ya. Kayak iki ya. Menyelamatkan sebanyak mungkin orang-orang yang terluka.
What? Do you mean that he would risk the lives of the people for something so abstract? Whatever his reason is, this will most likely end in a great deal of casualties. Why will he not run and leave the people behind? Even Cao Cao would not attack commoners who are away from their lord. And why would they not try to leave Liu Bei? This many individuals displaying such loyalty to one man at the risk of their own lives, that is absurd. I had only thought of Liu Bei as a simple tool, but
This proves his worth.
spreading his beliefs and dragging his people into war. Huh. I suppose that is befitting of what people usually call a hero. And as with all so-called heroes, wherever Liu Bei goes, destruction and violence follow. No matter the words they use to glorify their cause, in the end, each of them sacrifices people for their goals. And judging
iya
from how
sih.
dire this current situation is,
Pasukannya kan tak akeh ya.
perhaps he is even more dangerous than Cao Cao. I see Cao Cao's army has caught up. So, what will Liu Bei do now? Cling on to his conviction, accept the casualties, and continue on? I shall watch carefully.
Campan. Oke. Ya. Let's go.
Shall we start?
We are now entering Changban with the people from the Qing province in tow. However, Social Force has caught up with us. Our record are in disarray and the information is faltering. Okay. I know that we must escape to Jiangxia, but I can abandon the safe and ally. Well, okay, always. Yet, if I were to fall here, I would be betraying your trust all the same. Okay. Because there's a much far together, no matter the title always. Ya. Kayak dia nyelametno biru-biru iki ya supaya sok nak selatan itu paling bawah. But most rebellion in Guangzhou on their way to Jiangxia to call reinforcements. Their absence can be clearly felt. Menurut Zhang Fei, Guangzhou guarding Changban Peaks to stem Cao Cao advance. And Chinese itu the rear guard allegedly to establish some sort of order. To find the truth, I think he has understood my family. Okay. To be honest, I have no plan, but you always manage to find hope. Yeah. Please find through this battle, help our people. Yeah. It's a heavy responsibility. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. If you read direction, win and a hidden paths. We shall depart. We don't have the luxury of time. We'll stay here and rendezvous. Okay. Gak iso dewean antara Zhang Fei apa Zhao Yun. Zhang Fei ya. Zhao Yun ya. Battle preparation. Okay. Yuk.
I fight so that honor may carry the day.
I'm counting on you.
Let's go.
I carry the very future of our realm, a future Liu Bei's wife strove to protect, and I shall protect him with my life. Let us go. Whatever it takes, we must get to Lord Liu Bei. Come on!
Time to attack.
That name means nothing. He stands alone. Surround him!
Then bring it on! I'll take you all on at once!
Wait, damn you! Dare try to make a mockery out of us? I'll kill you myself!
No time to waste on the likes of you. Out of our way!
There are still many left on the other side of the bridge. Let us wait here and have faith that they will reach us.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I am a dragon burning with fury.
Cocok ke dewa aku nggak
Rip
buka.
apart any who dare to get in my way!
Having nothing but air. Truly formidable.
Putting on a front to protect your allies is commendable. But you really should give up.
A brave hero without equal.
A true army of one. So that's who Zhang Fei is. Let's go. Is that all? Come on! Who's next?
I, Zhang He, shall be your adversary.
Gotta be quicker.
Do not underestimate the tenacity of Liu Bei's forces. Show them no mercy and hunt them down.
No matter how you slice it. Tables turn.
Kelar. Pas.
Time to attack. Time to act. Take this.
All my might. This is as far as I go.
The enemy
There's
officer
no virtue in
has
dying
been
for
defeated.
so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Oh, manual tuh. Pencet di.
I'm still waiting for a real challenge.
So that's Zhao Yu. I'm glad I positioned reinforcements here. That man's a whirlwind.
Time to act.
Lah. Lah bakar, tapi tak apa-apa tuh.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good. Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Alah.
Let's go. Gotta be quicker than that. Looking rough. Time to act.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Encountering me is the worst thing that could have happened to you.
See you. Time to attack.
Bakar.
No match. We must push harder. Looking rough.
This is starting to go poorly for us. There must be some means to recover.
Pas.
That's an officer? You must be kidding!
Kita tanggap help ya. Oke.
All my might.
Time to attack. See you. Time to attack.
I shan't waver.
Salah arah bro.
Retreat would be the best option right now.
Gimana?
So, this is everyone then. It seems not all were able to escape unscathed. Still, We must move on for now. Time to act. The enemy officer has been defeated.
No need to overextend ourselves. Let's leave the rest to our reserves.
So, we've arrived at Changban Bridge unscathed. There are still some stragglers. If only we could go help them as well.
We've succeeded in cutting Liu Bei off. It seems our vanguard has stopped them in their tracks.
The enemy officers hindering our people's escape have been fought off. There don't seem to be any more stragglers.
It can't be.
So Liu Bei intends to continue down this path. It is a road that can only be traveled while sacrificing people along the way.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All right! You've taken care of those trying to cross the bridge. I'd better go after brother now.
Apa itu?
The battle
Oh.
is more or less going as
Seperti
expected.
beliau.
We should make our way to Lord Liu Bei.
Oke, jalan. Mungkin Liu Bei mikirnya lah misalnya jangan terlalu sedikit rakyatnya ya percuma.
Lord Liu Bei, I have returned with your son. He is safe and unharmed.
Good to see you back in one piece.
Oh,
You ran through hell for us. You have my eternal gratitude. Kalian, you made it. Discussions in Jiangxia went well, I take it?
kelar.
The enemy officer
Without
has
issue.
been defeated. Lord Guan Yu should arrive in due time with reinforcements.
Kelar.
The enemy
Kena
officer
apinya jelas
has
sekarang.
been defeated. I will now prepare for Cao Cao's main force. Once we rout their officers, we could start putting our plans into place.
Thank you for coming. I sense the bond between is strengthened.
Such great strength. Rough. I'm pulling back for now.
To have you here is all I need. I am counting on you, now and beyond.
Sabar.
You are not going to like the outcome of this encounter.
Liu Bei must not be allowed to escape. All forces are to pursue him with every man available.
Start the advance.
Kelar.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough. Time to attack. Time to win this.
Tunggu.
I see it.
Kelar.
The enemy officer
Failed.
has been defeated.
I shall analyze later. For now, I must pull back.
We fended off their officers and will begin preparations as instructed by Lord Zhuge.
Yet all of them continue to follow him. The officers, the soldiers, and the citizens alike. All entrusting their lives to a single man. This battle almost defies belief. Is Liu Bei the true danger? Or is it Cao Cao?
Vaksin apa mana? Wih. Jalannya di blok. Terus
I must ascertain this for myself.
Let's wipe them out while they're confused.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Minus one! Whoa. What's going on? You're done for!
I, Xi Quan, shall take you on!
Zhuge Liang has done it yet again. Now they'll be forced to take another route. I see. Have more time.
My lord, there is something you should know about the mountain pass Cao Cao's forces are taking. There is actually a second route near the pass. I thought it might be of some use.
Take this!
We must hold the line.
An excellent display of
The
skill.
enemy officer
We shall
has
fight
been
again.
defeated.
I have failed. I must retreat until we meet again.
Let's go.
bisa Yunus karet.
It's worked. We've cut you off. You're not going any further. We've managed to cut you off. Now we'll make you realize you can't run any longer.
Oh beda sih.
I will not allow you to
Suzu.
block our
Alisa begini.
We will break through.
Are you ready to face me?
Let's get serious.
It's impressive that you've come all this way with this many civilians.
Witness our plans.
Your abilities may indeed be a threat.
My apologies for the wait. We've come with forces borrowed from Jiangsha.
Oke. Tapi sakjane tetep teko cuman telat. Oh, gak lagi.
You'll go now. Don't hold back.
This, I did not expect.
The enemy
I
officer
have no choice
has been defeated.
but to retreat.
With all my might. Time to act.
The enemy
I
officer
shall retreat now,
has been defeated.
so that I may fight again another day.
We've rid ourselves of those troublemakers. Now, we can start our preparations in earnest.
Thank you for coming. I sense the bond between has strengthened.
Apa jatuh boulder? Oh ya. Lar.
Everything has gone according to plan. Now, we just eliminate the enemy.
Time to act.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I shan't waver.
Lar. Wah, kondom.
To have you here is all I need. I'm counting on you, now and beyond.
We may not be able to make it through this.
I am Lord Cao Cao's blade. I shall end you here and now, Liu Bei.
Good. We have the upper hand. Everyone, keep this up.
Looking rough. Whoa. Gotta be quicker.
Tuh. Oh ya wes.
Looking rough. Time to act.
Sekar.
Make sharp. Looking rough. Counter attack. Whoa. Looking rough.
Take this.
Aduh tuh.
I see it.
Lar.
lose to the likes of
The enemy officer
I
has
shall
been
pull back
defeated.
for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Time to act.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
Great
has been
strength.
defeated.
Pulling back for now.
Let's go. Very good. I hope to see more of your exploits.
I must retreat and rethink my plans.
Harrowing circumstances indeed. I must consider the next step.
You rushed in to aid me. You don't know what this means to me.
There is no greater weapon
Lumayan
than
tim
a
itu.
prepared
Setengah
mind.
langsung.
Victory!
Looking rough. Time to attack. Gotta be quicker than that.
All my might.
So too shall this retreat contribute to our next strategy.
Got this. Looking rough. Here you go.
I see it.
Kelar.
It would come to this.
The enemy officer
Kelar.
has been defeated.
Suppose things aren't going my way today.
Kelar.
Next time.
All my might. Like that.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Ah,
Time to attack. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Well, I still can. We're finally through. Now let's go. Let's go. So that we may continue on our path.
pas ini aman itu. Bisa balik.
This fog.
Oh,
There's something strange about it.
itu.
No, I cannot let Liu Bei go after all.
Oh,
Allowing him to pass would be too great a risk.
ditahan Bailo. Wah, lihat nih. Kacak Baiwan.
So you've come, Zuluan. You mean to protect Liu Bei to the very end, it would seem. Then, better ready. You best be prepared to fight.
Time to attack. This is our destiny as guardians of peace.
That man is
Iya, apaan
compelled
Bailo?
helpless citizens into battle.
Fungsinya
What can you
jutsu.
call this but the worst kind of violence? Despite this, you would protect him.
Awal kalau
Does your bond with him
Cao
truly
Cao.
serve as reason enough?
sampai lucu bisa.
What will your path lead to? You are like a puppet, wielding your force for another man's ambitions.
Lar.
How is that different from the guardians of peace we hated so much? How is Liu Bei any different from the ones who took everything from us?
Perawat.
Day of anguish and despair has been burned into my mind. The sufferings, the agony, the chaos. It is revealed to me my new path.
Si Abang.
Why don't you remember? How can you?
Padahal awal ngomong aja ambil Cao, saya dia ambil Liu Bei di
Do
sebelah.
you mean to
Aneh kan?
kill me, Zuluan? It would be a fitting end. But as long as these heroes exist in the world, there will always be someone like me who opposes them.
Let's return home together.
Impossible. Our village was destroyed, and Juha is dead. Neither of us will be returning anywhere.
Oke, bener suka.
However, I do not yet have the strength to defeat Liu Bei. If you won't kill me here, then my only choice is to flee for now. Do you remember the words Juha uttered before her death? Do they still echo in your soul? Live and create the world we dreamed of. If you really think Liu Bei is a true hero that we can trust to bring our dreams to fruition, then do what you must to make me believe it. But the moment he strays from that path and is deemed unworthy of our trust, the Guardians of Peace will bring him to ruin, no matter how long it takes. Never forget that. Farewell, Zuluan. May we one day fly together.
Those who have been long divided must unite, while those who have been long united must diverge. Thus has it always been for empires and their people alike. Guardian of peace, the time has come to part ways. One will champion heroes, striving to bring peace to the world. The other will lurk in the shadows, keeping the heroes true to their path. That is the new way of the Guardians of Peace. And thus shall our purpose be fulfilled. This is the last time I appear before you.
Sing cilik itu hanya di kepalanya awake dhewe lah, sing gede iki sing asli. Who are you really?
Well, it is said that the founders of our order were mystical beings. That they had the faces of children, with hair as white as snow, and eyes as blue as the surface of a frozen lake.
Okay.
And that no number of years could ever age them. Zuluan, you must go now. Let your eyes guide you along your true path, and carry all that has been entrusted to you.
Hilang. Foto kayak Suha.
The fog has lifted. It seems that everyone is safe. It is time to move on. We shall head downstream towards Jiangxia. There, we will start again. Together.
So, Liu Bei has gotten away. And we still have a major problem, even if we have control of Jing.
Dan perang nak kapal musuh lubu barang.
It looks like they're off our tail. Though, given what we've lost, it's hard to feel much joy.
Brother.
Lord Liu Bei, please do not be disheartened. For we've never had the luxury of time to lament. It is true that we've lost much. But, because of that, you have gained something much greater, my lord.
It's not so easy to accept.
Yet we must accept it. Lord Liu Bei, if you truly wish to rise up and rule over the land, you will have to. We will be attempting to put the Longzong plan into action. If it succeeds, your strength will grow to rival that of Cao Cao and Sun Quan. Cao Cao will most likely continue his southward advance. In order to stop him, we must ally with Wu, who also opposes him.
Hold on. You say we're to ally with Wu, but will they be willing to take on Cao Cao?
Judging from what I hear of Wu, they would be likely to prioritize peace within their borders and among their own people. If they are hesitant to fight and opt to surrender, would that not cause everything to fall apart?
Indeed. And I do not intend to drag Lord Liu Biao, nor Lord Sun Quan, into a conflict. Even more so if they are unwilling to go to war.
I am fairly certain that, like us, those in Wu do not wish to see Jing fall into Cao Cao's hands. They must know that he will be their enemy eventually. It may take time for them to decide, but I expect they will stand up and fight. But for now, let us reorganize our forces in Jiangxia. That is the first step.
Oke. Benar. Xiakou, Jiangxia Commandery, Jing Province.
Ah, it's you. Sorry, but Lord Zhuge Liang is away, and he won't be returning for a while.
Is it going to did something happen?
Just a little earlier, a man named Lu Su from Wu paid him a visit.
Okay.
He had been looking for a way of securing an alliance with our lord in order to oppose Cao Cao.
Oh.
Although Wu is powerful in its own right, Cao Cao's faction far outstrips them, and having us as allies makes little difference. Given the enormous gap in strength, many within Wu are advocating for surrender. However, if Lord Zhuge Liang's bold plan is to succeed, it is essential for the alliance to come to fruition. As such, Lord Zhuge Liang proposed that he himself would act as an envoy to Wu.
Then we'll soon have a good news.
Right you are. In some form or another, Lord Zhuge Liang shall return with aid from Wu, without fail. Of that I am certain, though I cannot say why. Now we must trust in our strategist, and wait.
Okay.
I know a couple people who went with Lord Liu Bei. Hard times ahead for them, it seems.
This one, you and the others.
You did an impressive job protecting my brother in such dire circumstances. Allow me to express my thanks once again.
I'm gonna play my part.
You have done far more than that. We could hardly have made it this far without you on our side. Lord Lu Qi, the ruler of Chengsha, and an acquaintance of Lord Zhuge Liang, has promised to lend us his aid. But as I'm sure you know, Cao Cao's forces will neither bend nor break so easily. The many talented officers under his banner will no doubt demonstrate their might and their cunning on the battlefield. To call them the strongest army in the realm would be no exaggeration. Our brother faces no greater threat than this. However, we have no choice but to overcome them. Brother now has an ambition to fulfill, and people to protect. All that remains is to make his dream a reality.
It's another war. And a big one this time too.
Mempersiapkan diri ambek bonding.
I have to say, Cao Cao's persistence is becoming a real pain. The situation was uncertain for a while, but thanks to you, we made it to Jiangxia in one piece.
We did well making it through.
As if a rabble like that could ever be a match for us. We were outnumbered, but it was nothing we couldn't handle. Definitely not compared to the battles brother has awaiting him. I can barely even imagine how much work it's gonna take to build his ideal world. A place where everyone can live as they wish. I ain't nearly as cunning as Zhuge Liang, but if he points my blade in the right direction, that's where I'll swing. You know, I've thought it over often enough, but in the end, fighting's about all I can bring to the table. Anyway, if brother's gonna be taking on overwhelming odds, I guess I'll just have to use my overwhelming might to clear a path for him. Well, that may be what I always do, but having a clear goal in mind takes some of the weight off of my shoulders for some reason. I don't really like the way Zhuge Liang talks, but I guess I ought to give credit where credit is due.
Nice.
The city here in Jiangxia.
It pains me to admit it, but I was in over my head. My desire to lead the people to freedom led to some losing their lives. Even so, I just had to try. The people of Jing wanted me to lead them. Needed me to. If I had left them behind, I could never again have spoken of my ideal for a world in which all can live as they wish.
You can abide this come.
My chagrin is undeniable. And yet, abandoning my ambitions would be even more unbearable. That would be the same as abandoning myself, the man who is loved by his people. Our troubles have yet to pass. We may face further sacrifice if we are to rout Cao Cao. Yet, I shall fight to the very end and fulfill my aspirations for the sake of those who are devoted to me. I suppose that sounds like something Lord Cao Cao would say. Perhaps it is only now that I bear the weight of these lives on my shoulders that I am able to stand shoulder to shoulder with such a giant. At any rate, let us wait for Zhuge Liang. I trust that his return shall herald an alliance with Wu.
Iya, Zhuge Liang pinter ngomong soalnya. A few days later, Zhuge Liang made his return.
We have returned.
Dek siapa gue?
Oh, greetings, my friends. How went negotiations?
The fleet commanded by Wu's General Zhou Yu awaits at Fan Ko, ready for battle. Before long, they shall take up arms against Cao Cao's advance force.
Then that means?
Indeed. Lord Sun Quan has decided to join hands with Lord Liu Bei in his fight against Cao Cao.
Well, auspicious news indeed. You have my sincere thanks, Lord Lu Su.
I fear that without Zhuge Liang's tenacity, Wu may have long since chosen surrender.
Tenacity, you say?
I suppose it was necessary to draw those advocating surrender into a debate. He acted as quite the villain, to put it lightly.
No need to hold back. I'm sure he wasn't acting. After all, he's always had a disagreeable personality.
We're in front of the man himself. Allow me to keep my opinions to myself.
Even if we secured an alliance with Wu, the fact remains that our forces are scarce in number. That Lord Sun Quan decided to fight with us means he must have seen some chance of winning. And what is this path to victory that you have envisaged?
To compensate for our numerical disadvantage, we will intercept the enemy on the river.
Okay.
After discussions with Lord Zhou Yu, we decided the battle would take place at Chibi, in Jing. There, we will rendezvous with Wu's navy.
So, we're taking the fight to the water. Perhaps that may offer some chance of winning.
Perang nak kapal ya, sing tak omong namang.
Most of Cao Cao's men were raised north of the Central Plains. To speak plainly, they are inexperienced when it comes to naval combat. The people of Wu, conversely, were practically born with their sea legs. No doubt this will offer a huge advantage in the fighting ahead.
That real story.
Still, this is Cao Cao we're facing. Surely he will attack with enough numbers to cancel out that advantage. Yet, on the water, such caution will only work against him.
That massive fleet, tired from the long journey, will be disorganized. Fatigue will lower morale, and the young sea will hamper their maneuvers. The enemy won't be able to deploy quickly, which will effectively immobilize them.
And when that happens, we shall set them ablaze. Thus shall Cao Cao's forces lose any hope of fleeing and sink
Strategi ini podo
into the
kayak
young
Dynasty
sea.
Warrior 5 apa 6 lali aku. Sing PS loro kuwi.
Do you truly think we could pull off such a feat?
Jadi kapalnya dibakar terus ditambahi angin saka skill Zhuge Liang.
This is no time for conjecture, my lord. We simply must. Our lives depend on it.
Lord Lu Su. Yes. Yes. It is as you say. All the more reason for us to hurry to the rendezvous. To Chibi.
With all speed.
Yuk. Lagi Pangtong.
A moment, Pang Tong. I wish to speak with you.
Well, well. So you're the one to call on me this time,
Oh
Zhuge
iya sih. Sing di kekuatan angin Pangtong aku lari.
I distinctly expressed that I've no intention of putting my neck on the line. Or have you forgotten?
Even for me, the very idea of dragging a dear friend into battle pains me to no end.
All the more reason to leave then, don't you think? I have no desire to ally with Wu or any of you.
Are you sure about that? Cao Cao is constantly seeking talented individuals. He may already have his sights set on you. If Jing falls into his grasp, your days of peace are over. You'd be forced into a life of vagabonding or supplication to Cao Cao.
Is that a threat? Sorry, but that won't work on me. The capture of Jing is well within my calculations.
I see. Then you leave me no choice. I didn't want to have to use this last resort, but here we are.
Last resort? Well, I'll be damned. So they've got you doing their dirty work for them, have they?
You're close with him, are you not? Perhaps you could put in a good word for us?
Why won't you take a side?
I just want to be sure I choose the right one. I need to know that they have what it takes to rule the land. That's why I have my heart set on minding my own business, until I find the right lord. Well, at least I did anyway. Oh, if it were anyone but you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to refuse if it meant damaging your reputation. You're as insidious as ever, Zhuge Liang. Fine, fine. Just this once.
Pengaruh awake dhewe. Kan terkenal awake dhewe.
Your support is most appreciated, Pang Tong.
Just remember that I will support you as I see fit, and at my discretion. Still, I don't mean to cause you any trouble. Don't you worry about that.
Okay. That night.
I know it is late in the night, but I have something urgent to discuss with you.
Okay. About the next battle, alright?
Yes. There is a task that I wish to entrust to you. A highly significant one at that.
Okay.
The plan I shared with Lord Liu Bei. Setting fire to Cao Cao's ships. Such a strategy is no assured victory. There is one major hole in the plan. Cao Cao's forces will march southward, and thus, they will naturally take up camp to our north. This time of year, the winds of the Yangtze River Basin blow from the west and the north. But if we simply set Cao Cao's ships ablaze, the northern wind will scatter the flames, preventing them from spreading to the entire fleet.
Oh, okay. Paham aku.
Cao Cao knows this very well, and likely intends to take up position to the north.
If the winds were to shift.
Indeed. We must detect that exact moment.
Oh iya sih.
And your power, the power to read the wind,
Ikal ayaw dhewe
is
kan.
up to the challenge, is it not? Perhaps due to the climate or terrain, a southern wind sometimes blows down from the cliffs of Chibi at night. I need you to sense that change coming and give the signal to loose our flames.
How will you like the flames?
Lord Zhou Yu is making the necessary preparations. You focus on forecasting the winds.
Ada yang gawe kekuatan api ambek angin yang kene.
This is a vital task I could entrust to no other. Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but we're counting on that power of yours. Victory or defeat is in your hands.
Alright. Itu yang delok arah angin lah intinya. Head to the Kamasanpon forces. Nanti sih.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land.
Iya iki naval peto. Dadi awake dhewe perange nak ndukur kapal. Nyebrang antar kapal ngono. Ono kok iki apa? Bagian iki nang ngomong apa lur? Wangga ya gitu ya. Membelot ya apa? Okay.
Tonight, we finally confront Cao Cao in a battle that will decide our future!
We prepared as best we can. All that's left is for us to believe in each other and fight through to the end.
Sun Quan ini masih Sun Ce enggak sih? Aku lali sih. Apa Pak Lie ngono
Hold
lali.
your heads high! This is a fight we will win!
Pamane Sun Ce maksudku. Gak salah Sun Quan ini adik adik siapa? Tiger of Jiandong itu lali aku.
Cao Cao's forces seem to have responded to their defeat by changing their formation. They have linked their ships together into a solid platform, which will enable them to fight as if they are on land. I suppose such quick decision-making is to be expected from the ruler of the Central Plains.
But this time, those quick wits of his will be the cause of his downfall. Pang Tong's abilities have proven to be very impressive indeed. For one so reluctant to join us, he has greatly exceeded expectations.
Don't tell me.
Lord Pang Tong was tasked with infiltrating the enemy ranks to offer a proposal to Cao Cao. A plan to prevent his ships from rocking, that is.
A fire attack against a scattered fleet would give the flames no path to spread, rendering it largely ineffective. Having their vessels clustered together and bound by chains will make the fire much more devastating.
In short, Lord Pang Tong's scheme is but the first step in our greater plan to defeat Cao Cao's army.
The chain stratagem, implemented by connecting several plans together in order to topple a powerful foe.
Still, we must keep in mind that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And for that reason, we cannot abide even a single failure. We must all be aware of the consequences of the slightest mistake.
Okay. Paham.
Have you heard? It seems Huang Gai has disappeared from the prison.
Oh.
How did he break out of such grievous injuries? I can't imagine he could have escaped on his own.
Oh alah. Di penjara apa? Oh Huang Gai.
No one knows where the enemy soldiers who surrendered in the last battle are either. You can bet they had something to do with it.
Kok di penjara Huang Gai?
Huang Gai a traitor? It almost defies belief. Oh? Well, we haven't seen you around these parts in a while. So, you've been at Lord Liu Bei's side, have you?
That's one unsettling rumor. What's this about Huang Gai? Yeah.
I suppose I can be honest with you. The truth is, Huang Gai may have turned traitor.
Not only has he been openly criticizing Lord Sun Quan of late, but his actions have been consistently suspicious. What's more, when Zhou Yu questioned him on his behavior, he carelessly spoke of having made contact with Cao Cao.
After that, he was flogged and thrown into the prison. Yet now, not a soul knows where he is.
I can hardly believe it.
Believe it or not, the fact remains that it happened. I wish I had taken the opportunity to question him myself. Regardless, if Huang Gai has defected to the enemy, Cao Cao may be aware of our plans. We must proceed with the utmost caution in the next battle.
Kan Huang Gai gak melu rapat toh.
Cao Cao's forces? Will Wu disappear?
Yep.
Or will it carve its name into history? To make Lord Liu Bei's ambitions a reality, we must realize the Longzong plan.
Di opo sih sakjane Longzong plan nih? Beronak penjelasan.
In order to do so, we must first win this battle without fail.
Yeah.
I'll say it again, but this mission relies on the outcome of the fire attack. As such, we will give the command to go into battle the moment you sense a change in the wind. Has the wind shown any sign of changing soon? Understood. Then we shall mobilize our troops at once.
Oh iya, saya itu iso ndelok ya. Aku kan ndelok itu pas perang, ternyata enggak.
Let's begin.
The enemy column has massive fleet on the river. In terms of number alone, our alliance does not stand a chance. However, Lord Sun Liang and I have a plan to win. We will use fire to send enemy running, and put an end on the Cao Cao ambition. We are alliance and Wu and Liu Bei force. This means both Lord Sun Quan and Liu Bei must be protected.
Yes.
And to spare talk for Lord Zhou Yu and myself, as this battle cannot won without our strategy. The key of fire attack is direction of the wind. We must wait until the northern winds turn toward the southeast. As this battle begins, the enemy assault will be fierce and unyielding. But this plan not work unless can step their advance hold your ground. So you the traitor among them. Do not hesitate. Consider the opportunity to remedy that concern. Meanwhile, pray for the winds to change. I will ask for someone to guard me as I perform the prayer.
Oh?
Turning to the light, this processes like you. There must be some greater reason for this, no?
Yes.
The very astute of you, Lord Musou. The reason for this wish are twofold. First is to serve as a decoy when the enemy sees the sleeping dragon acting in such unexpected way in the field. It will draw their attention. Pangtongin di tapi. They must be confused as to why we choose to stand and fight. This seems like a battle set for us to lose. They are surely concerned that we are up to something nefarious and will send soldiers to hinder me. Secondly, it allows me to send a signal when the fires are to be lit. The prayer area is on high ground over view a whole battlefield. Once the altar is ablaze, I will light up the night with this bright flame, making its unmistakable signal. And that will tell the hidden troops it's time to launch their fire attack.
Do you mind?
As for figuring out our exact time, it will be your job. Okay, tugas saya ini dulu angin lah. You are the red. The winds when the time is right, launch a fire arrow high above on the battlefield. I'll do what I can. But it is but you may need to be a little more brazen. After all, it is your eyes you will see our path of victory.
Aye.
With our cunning strategy, brave warriors together, victory is within our grasp. Yep.
Shall we start?
Ayo. Nggak usah. Yeah. Yes.
I'm counting on you.
We've done all that we can. Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle. This battle is ours for the taking!
For the sake of our inalienable ambitions, we must take command of this battle!
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Advance now!
Yang ini ngarah ya itu.
All units, strengthen your guard! Repel the hostile offensive!
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
Yeah.
We will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have.
We must not let them reach land.
Loose arrows at will.
Putus-putus belakang aku.
Let's go. I would be honored if I could test my skills against you. With all my might. Time to act. All my might.
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotta be quicker than that. Let's go.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must hold it. With all my might. Push on through.
Rough. Whoa. So what am I going to do with you?
This is bad. If someone doesn't give me a fast, we're done for.
Take this! With all my might.
I should fall back while I can.
I got too cocky.
The enemy officer
retreat.
has been defeated.
Well, I still can. Good eye.
Everything is going
The enemy
well
officer
so far.
has been
I'd say
defeated.
it's just about time to land another blow.
I see you. Begin the advance. Damn.
When did they get
The enemy
behind us?
officer
This
has
just
been
became
defeated.
a lot more complicated.
Ini kayak sinyal caranya ya bro.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
We may not be able to make it through this.
Really? So shameful. So I see you. Let's go.
We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at bay to protect our archers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's time. I'm heading for the altar.
Aduh. Salah.
That white fan, his appearance, that must be the sleeping dragon, Zhuge Liang. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side. March forward!
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
I see you. This is tough. No matter how you slice it. Looking rough. Let's go.
I'm of no use to anybody dead. Better fall back for now.
I will now begin the prayer. We must distract the enemy while carrying out the most vital part of the plan. I know this will be hard, but I am counting on you all.
Losing Lord Zhuge means losing this battle. Guard him with your lives. All my might. Let's go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now is our chance to press the attack and take victory for ourselves. Advance the fleet. These ships, is ours for the taking.
Let's go.
So they've arrived. The enemy officer has been defeated.
To endure their assault for now.
This battle is more
enemy
intense
officer
than I
has been
anticipated.
defeated.
But I will continue to fight without complaint.
We've lost our archers in the east. The enemy's offensive will go on unimpeded now. Got this. Let's go. Let's go.
Is this the end?
Commence the advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet. Now advance!
This is what I call intense. I'm all fired up.
You have gone down the wrong path. I am ready. So I shall show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live.
This one's for the history books.
By one.
Easy. Let's get serious. Time to act. Let's go. Oh, gotta be quicker. Time to attack. Let's go. Nice. Got this. Let's go. Time to act.
Wah, kosong.
Time to attack.
Commence the advance. So it begins.
Kapal.
The wrong guy? I can't believe it. He really defected from Wu.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal. For the glory of Wu, I shall take responsibility for this failure. Stop me here. Now, advance! Try to be quicker than that. Our eastern front is being overwhelmed. We should send the rear guard to bolster our defenses there.
Now we march forward.
Here you come. Show you. At this point, there is nothing left to say.
The enemy officer, indeed, has been defeated. Our blades shall do the talking.
If you please. I am Li Dian, your absolute worst nightmare. You're not going to like the outcome of this encounter. Take this! Come! Let's go. And face me!
My strength was not
The
enough.
enemy officer has been
Where
defeated.
did I go wrong? Things don't look too
Wah,
good.
kah musuh.
The enemy has breached the altar room. Please eliminate them at once.
Let's go.
My apologies, but I must fall back.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's go.
kok gagal.
With all my might.
The retreat is the best option right now.
Now's the time. Looking rough.
Almost at our ends.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looking rough. Looking rough. Looking rough.
This is embarrassing, but sometimes you just have to do that.
No way. I'm gonna lose. Looking rough.
The enemy is formidable. I must retreat.
Everyone is holding up well. Cao Cao's forces still have the edge. The chance to turn the tide doesn't come soon.
Gotta be quicker. Let's go. Damn. Not good. Guess I'll have to fall back.
I, Zheng shall be your adversary.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
Appears that resistance is futile. Looking rough. Looking rough. Gotta be quicker than that.
Our archers on the western front have been wiped out. What chance do we have of stopping them now?
I've been waiting for this. Here we go. Gotta be quicker than that.
A true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. I wonder sometimes if you are truly human.
Flash.
All my might.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
With all my might. Looking rough. Whoa.
Caranya gitu.
We cannot make our move under these circumstances. Let's fall back and attempt to regroup.
Let's go. Things up. With all my might.
So Guy has retreated. Even so, our forces are exhausted. We should fall back and regroup.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Everything is lining up perfectly. Now, all we need is the wind. The rest, the enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
I shall pull back for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
Have I failed somewhere? I shall analyze later. For now, I must pull back.
I won't give up. Not while I still draw breath.
Believe in your commander.
Here we go.
Forward.
Time to act. We march at once. Time to attack. I, Zheng am with you. Time to attack. This is as far as I go.
The enemy officer
There's no virtue in
has
dying
been
for
defeated.
so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
Let's go. My skills were not enough. I must fall back.
Terus ke sini ya, Bang. Oh.
I, Ji Huan, shall take you on. Give it your all.
Ini apa maksudnya? Oh, signal.
The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it yet?
Time to act.
Lar.
hold the line.
Harrowing circumstances indeed. I must consider the next step.
Time to attack.
Looking rough.
Was. Capek.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Itu ngawangi Sugeliang.
Have you sensed any changes in the winds yet? If you sense a change while nearby, you needn't inform me. Harrowing circumstances. Simply light the fire on the altar yourself.
Iya. Altarnya nanti.
Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly.
Are you ready to face me?
So we have a duel then. We warn. I shall not hold back.
The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it yet?
You've rushed in at my time of need. I shall never forget this.
I thought you might come here. Thank you.
This is bad. Push back with all your might.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This is our chance. Now, let the plan lead us down the path to victory.
Here's our plan in action.
Oh, the signal.
Wong gawe pura-pura ternyata. Aduh, tadi apa? Tadi sing bakar DE berarti ya.
Ah, a lovely wind.
Pura-pura apa jen pura-pura tunduk nak caw-caw padahal aja dibakar suka jero. Pinter
To
strategi.
truly bury Cao Cao's forces in flames, one must strike them from deep within. Who better than I for the task?
I see.
Mengorbankan dirinya sendiri.
Given that you've been willing to oppose even allies in the name of Wu, everyone would find your defection believable. But doing this will result in much grief for you, Lord Huanggai. Are you still willing?
Truth be told, acting the betrayer is more painful than 1,000 lashings, Zhou Yu. However, it is even worse to fail to protect my people. Lord Cao Cao, this is where you and I part ways. So please accept this grand apology! These flames on! The roar of ooze! Counterattack!
Oke, berhasil ya. Sik. Aku tak ganti senjata, Cik. Oke, kita speeder ya.
Time to fight us with the change in the wind. They, Su and Chuen, must have the heavens on their side.
Time to act.
We only stand to suffer greater losses the longer we stay here. All units, retreat!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I shall retreat now, so that I may fight again another day.
Take this. You've done well to survive. See you now. It's time to give them hell. Advance! We'll shape the world to our will! Forward march!
Tables. The ships go up in flames, one after the other. Chaining them together for better footing proved to be our downfall. It was you who suggested this, was it not, Fantoma? You did not know better, I would say.
Yes, indeed. Your presumption is on the mark.
My allegiance is
The
with
enemy
them.
officer has been defeated.
Farewell, Shishu. I hope we can meet again. Someday.
Take this! We can launch a counterattack once we reach the other side. For now,
The enemy officer
focus on retreating
has
and
been
minimizing our losses.
I will protect Lord Cao Cao no matter what. Neither flame nor sword will touch him.
So, these chains were part of the enemy's plan. Then, we'll need to remove them quickly.
Yes, I agree. Preventing further sacrifices is my top priority now.
Langsung tarik mundur kabeh iku.
The winds really changed to make the fire attack possible. Lord Zhuge must be some kind of sorcerer.
So, I will come to be known not as a strategist, but as a trickster? I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice of my pride for our cause. Well, my part here is done. I must go now to plan for the next battle.
If we can just avoid the flames,
Cuma
all
Rono
is
saya.
not yet lost. Quickly, regroup your units. This is where we make our stand.
If you will, many of the ships are burning down. We need to make sure we take the right path forward.
The fire that burns the very heavens is a manifestation of our will. Cao Cao's days are numbered. However, now, advance!
Nothing but reservations about fighting you.
Bakar-bakar.
Should I
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Beaten in battle. Yeah. I knew you'd come to give me a hand.
I have no choice but to retreat.
I see
Lar.
all my might.
I knew
The enemy officer
If we don't do
has
something,
been defeated.
the flames will consume us all. Victory grows ever further from our reach.
Wind,
Let's go.
fire, chains. They all came together to form the perfect plan. There's nothing more I can do here.
Sip. Upgrade critical chops. Full maju.
The future of Wu lies just beyond these flames. We will dash through the fire and claim our victory. These flames have guided us to victory, and we will not waste this chance. Fight with everything you have. Give the enemy no quarter.
It looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. If we are to face them, we must be prepared.
The fire attack was very effective. The enemy must be exhausted. If we all work together, victory will be ours.
No fear!
One guy, you really had us deceived. It took some nerve for you to make a fool out of me.
The battle isn't over yet, Lord Chengpu. It's time for us to finish this.
Bring them down.
Alright, come on. I can handle you. No problem.
A chance to rekindle an old relationship. These turbulent times dictate such things. Take your positions. We shall show them our unity.
Encountering me is the worst thing that could have happened to you.
I won't give you time to offer.
I have come for your head, Musou! Prepare to meet your end!
Gotcha!
Siap. Lem.
Time to act.
Berakar kata. Lar.
The enemy officer has
Let
been
us
defeated.
withdraw. I must fight against the chains of destiny a little longer.
As I thought, the enemy is exhausted. Good.
Lar.
Sure we can win if we fight together.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That did not go as planned. I must try again later.
Try this on for size.
Another one falls behind me.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Here I go.
Take this. Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might. Try this on for
The enemy
size.
officer has been defeated.
Time to really get into it. Get ready, everyone.
Gotta be quicker. This will do it. No!
This is how you do it.
This the end? Thank you for coming. I can keep on fighting now.
Can't believe this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
My strength was not enough. Looking rough.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously? What the heck took you so long? Just kidding. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Attack, let's end this. Thank you for your help, Dragon. I will repay this debt.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Things aren't going my way today. Maybe next time.
The enemy officer has been
Still
defeated.
needed. That means I must fall back for now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I cannot fall here. For the sake of every soul who has died in my name, I must flee. I must survive at all costs. I must be ready to do whatever it takes.
I suppose we shouldn't have expected Lord Cao Cao to be so easy to defeat. The real battle is yet to come.
Lord Liu Bei, Lord Zhuge Liang has already put a new plan into place. We should begin our pursuit as well.
Oke, songo-songo. Kakean grinding.